Hi, FightMatrix viewers. Today we will be interviewing successful boxing manager Ilker Furat. And welcome to the broadcast. Ilker.
Hi everyone, FightMatrix viewers. I'll be answering your questions.
So let's begin. Here's the first question. Are we ready? Ilker, you are actively working as a boxing promoter in both Germany and Turkey, two very different markets. When you compare the boxing scenes in these two countries, what differences do you see? What unique challenges and opportunities does each market offer?
There are significant differences between Germany and Turkey in terms of boxing culture and industry structure. Professional boxing in Germany has a long-established system with sponsors, media, and fan engagement operating in a more structured way. In Turkey, despite its enormous potential, professional boxing is still developing. While this creates certain challenges, it also presents major opportunities. With the right projects, it is possible to attract new athletes and new audiences in Turkey. I see creating a bridge between the two countries and opening international opportunities for athletes as one of my most valuable responsibilities.
You have worked as a boxing commentator on Turkish sports channels. Can you tell us about your broadcasting work? How often do you commentate fights, and which broadcasters or platforms are you currently working with?
For me, commentary is not just about calling a fight, it is about explaining boxing correctly to a wider audience. Over the years, I have had the opportunity to commentate on major events across various sports channels and digital platforms. Being part of major world title fights and international events has always been especially enjoyable for me. Broadcasting is changing rapidly today, and digital platforms have become just as important as television. Therefore, I try to contribute to the growth of boxing through as many media channels as possible.
You founded 12 Raund Sports in 2018. Can you tell us about 12 Raund Sports and your podcast? How has the organization evolved since its launch?
When I founded 12 Raund Sports, my goal was not simply to create a management or media platform. My vision was to build an ecosystem that brings together all stakeholders in boxing. Through our podcast, we discuss world boxing, Turkish boxing, athlete stories, and the behind-the-scenes side of the industry. What started as a small project has grown into an organization that works with international athletes, promotes events, and builds connections across different countries. I am very proud of that development.
Beyond boxing, you are also involved in projects that contribute to society and your community. Could you tell us about these efforts and what motivates you to dedicate time to causes outside of sports?
I believe sports cannot be separated from social responsibility. Whenever possible, I participate in projects for young people, community initiatives, and activities that can create positive value for society. For me, success is not only about organizing events or producing champions. Making a positive impact on those around me is equally important. Inspiring people and creating new opportunities are among my greatest motivations.
You are often described as an intelligent, dynamic, determined, and resilient businessman. As a boxing manager, what keeps pushing you forward? What does success mean to you and your athletes?
What drives me forward is the desire to grow and create, opening new chapters in athletes' careers, creating opportunities, and helping them move closer to their goals gives me tremendous motivation. Challenges always exist, but I prefer to focus on solutions. I do not define success solely by winning championship belts. Titles are important, of course, but for me, true success is when an athlete builds a sustainable career, earns international respect, and fulfills their potential.
You have described yourself as someone who spent 25 years as a boxing fan before moving into management. What was the turning point that made you stop watching from the sidelines and become professionally involved in the sport?
I was writing boxing articles for a magazine affiliated with an aviation association. During that time, I met Dutch-Turkish boxer Deniz Közi, who asked me to manage his career. At first, I had reservations, but I began focusing on federation regulations and the behind-the-scenes workings of professional boxing. From there, we started taking steady and deliberate steps forward.
Through 12 Raund Sports, you have played an important role in the development of promising female boxers in Turkey and beyond. What is behind your belief in investing in women's boxing? Can you mention some of the notable boxers you have worked with and your role in their careers?
I believe women's boxing is one of the fastest growing sectors in combat sports. The discipline, professionalism, and fighting spirit displayed by female athletes are truly impressive. There is a strong global trend toward the rise of women fighters, and we recognize that this was an area where we could make a meaningful impact. As FightMatrix closely follows MMA, you know that beyond the famous Khabib vs McGregor rivalry, female athletes have played a major role in helping sustain and grow the UFC. My first move into women's boxing was working with Buse Unku. We then continued with Maria Cecchi, Shona Brown, O'Keefe, Erika Farias, Tomomi Takano, and Paulette Cuesta. On the local level, we also have future plans involving Kansu Çakır, Fatma Ay, and Azime Avcı.
Alongside your boxing activities, you have also built a long career in aviation, working as an aircraft maintenance technician for several companies, including Turkish Technic. How do you balance management, promotion, commentary, content creation, and all your boxing-related activities with such a demanding primary profession?
I have been working since I was 14 years old. After taking on many jobs at an amateur level, I entered the aviation industry in 2002 and began working in aircraft maintenance. I have now spent approximately 24 years in the field as a certifying maintenance professional. In sports, I played basketball for many years, served in management roles at a football club, and throughout all of this, boxing has always remained a constant part of my life.
You have worked with international athletes, including current WBC Asia champion Tomomi Takano and WBO Latino Super Bantamweight champion Paulette Cuesta. How does your cross-border matchmaking process work? How do you discover fighters from different countries and build those relationships?
As 12 Round Sports, we have established an important position within the global boxing industry. Through our promotional and matchmaking activities, we have become a preferred partner internationally. We have built a particularly strong brand presence in South America and Mexico.
What advice would you give to a young person who wants to enter the boxing industry but has no connections or financial resources?
First of all, I would tell them never to give up. I have always believed that knowledge and hard work come before capital. Today, thanks to the internet, it is possible to follow the world's biggest organizations, connect with people, and continuously improve yourself. Honesty, patience, and consistency are the foundations of long-term success in this industry. Connections are built over time. What matters most is investing in yourself first.
Is there anything else you would like to add about your life journey or boxing career?
My story is really a story of passion, patience, and continuous learning. From aviation to boxing, I have always focused on growth and creating value. Going forward, I will continue working to strengthen the international presence of Turkish boxing, create opportunities for new athletes, and support the growth of women's boxing. For me, boxing is not just a sport. It is a universal language that brings people, cultures, and dreams together. Thank you for listening. See you soon.
Thanks for your time, Ilker. This broadcast ends here. Don't forget to follow FightMatrix. See you soon.